off like a decision already made and lived. No hesitation in his vision, no need to forgive. The bar reflected him in parts. Glass never shows the whole. He'd stitched himself from broken starts into control. Some men confuse silence with fear. He knew the cost, he'd paid attention year by year, and lost enough illusions to stand still without collapsing. Stillness is a practice skill worth mastering. A couple laughed 2 stools away. He smiled, not bitter. Joy isn't loud when it's real, they say. It's quieter. He folded pain the way you fold a jacket clean, not hiding it, just keeping hold of what it means. He didn't speak, he arrived. When he stood, the room adjusted without a sound. Presence doesn't need to be trusted. It's found. The door closed gentle behind his back. No need to rush. A man like that doesn't crack, he hushes. He carried himself, and that was enough. Cold hands in my pockets deep, warm thoughts I'll never share, promises I didn't keep, still taught me how to care. I don't react, I calculate, I don't beg, I choose. Some men wait for fate, I teach fate how to move. No anger in my chest, just focus in my eyes. I learned how to rest without a ruse, without ever asking why. Cold hands, clear decisions, no drama, no delay. I don't deal in broken visions, I just quietly obey. Every step intentional, every turn controlled. I don't need to be memorable, I just need to be whole. City breeze and broken beats, drums of distant cars. I've learned which pain repeats and which pain leaves scars. I don't drown in yesterday, I don't borrow from tomorrow. I just walk another way, carrying my sorrow. Cold hands, clear decisions. I don't second guess. I don't live for permission. I live with less. No speeches, no display, no crowd to impress. I don't need a brighter day, I just need progress. Stillness is a weapon if you learn how to hold it. Silence is a lesson if you don't oversell it. I don't freeze, I don't fold, I adapt and remain. I've survived the cold, now I use the pain. Street light fades behind my back. Another block complete. I don't fear what I lack, I just trust my feet. Cold hands, clear decisions. That's how I stay alive. No false ambitions, no need to arrive. If they ask what I became, I won't answer or pretend. I just walk my lane until the end. Cold night, steady heart. Smoke curls where the neon fades. I trace the night in subtle shades. Every movement measured, every glance precise. A life in silence, soft as ice. Brush drums whisper across the floor. Guitar hums warm, opening the door. I hold my thoughts like a sacred flame, a gentleman walking, never seeking fame. In the quiet bar I make my way through the night's embrace, calm and gray. No one notices the depth I keep, my soul in shadows, my secrets deep. Watch the laughter, the fleeting cheer. I sip my drink, letting time steer. Every decision, waiting slow. Life moves gently, I let it flow. I carry my burdens with subtle grace. No need for witness, no need for place. I am present, yet unseen, a moving force, calm and keen. In the quiet bar I'll make my way through the night's embrace, This is a depth I keep my soul in shadows. My secrets deep. The night retreats, I rise and leave. A man of silence, no reprieve. The smoke curls upward, a silent mirror of my mind. Guitar strings hum warmth into the dimly lit room. Brush drums like fingertips brushing glass. Everything moves with deliberate, slow precision. I sit, I breathe, I weigh the unspoken. Life is a balance of measured decisions. Every victory quiet, every struggle unseen. I hold my world behind calm, raspy vocals. Eyes meet briefly across the room. I nod but reveal nothing of the storms inside. I am a shadow, a thought, a movement, present without intrusion, visible without display. The candlelight stretches across my hand. The amber glow reflecting internal tide. The bar exhales, the night listens. I am steady, deliberate, composed. When the hour wanes, I leave as I arrive. No notice, no applause, no disturbance. Yet the calm I carry lingers like smoke. A gentleman's mark, fleeting but profound. Nothing personal in his eyes, just clarity earned. He learned not every goodbye needs to be burned. The bar had seen him years ago. Another man. Tonight he moved deliberate and slow, with a plan. He remembered loving without sense, bleeding to belong. Now he preferred consequence over wrong. Jazz whispered truths he already knew, didn't argue back. Life takes its time breaking you, then gives you track. He didn't blame, he didn't curse, didn't ask why. Acceptance is a quieter verse. Men rarely try. He paid attention to the weight of every breath. Nothing rushed him toward his fate or death. Nothing personal, just life. Outside the night held no surprise, just open space. He walked like someone who made peace with pace. No grudges folded in his coat, no debts unpaid. A man who learns the final note. Stay. Nothing personal, just life. Nothing personal, just life. Smoke drifts upward, catching candle flames. Guitar bends warm and interlock. Bass holds a soft foundation beneath. Drums brush lightly, a whisper in the night. You turn them on a low. I measure every decision at a glance, holding personal battles unspoken. Life moves fast beyond this quiet space, but here I am delivered. Come to impose. Observation of others, patrons laugh, chatter floats through air. I notice gestures, pauses, hidden truths. The night folds around me like a crow. I sit fully present, yet unseen. A segment for self-reflection, every thought considered, every breath intentional. I manage struggles without display. Candlelight mirrors the steadiness within. I'm a quiet force, Man city in calm, held together in measure emotion. Silence paid a bill tonight before I even moved. The room felt lighter when I stood, like it approved. I didn't know the past a thing, not even grief. I learned what quiet settling brings is relief. Men confuse noise for being real. I've done it too. But silence sharpens how you feel what's true. The bar reflected less of me as I prepared to step back into what could be repaired. Jazz lingered like a final thought. You don't resist, some lessons can't be taught. I button comb into my chest like armor within, not to protect me from the rest, but from within. Silence paid the bill, I walked free. Outside the city didn't ask who I'd become. It gave me distance, gave me task and drum. I disappear without a sound that's planned. A man who knows when he's been found moves on. Silence paid the bill. And stayed. Dim streetlights guide my careful way through alleys where cypress soundingly sway. Every action measured, deliberate, true. I move like a shadow, the city in my that unfolds, stories untold, in whispers in cold. A laugh observed but never touched, every step meaningful, never rushed. This is the gentleman's path, quiet and sure, through smoky nights I walk secure. No one sees me, it all is known. I move in silence, and yet I've gone. Well, one electric guitar hums my tone, bass and drums guide me along. I lead my morning, door number 5, the gentle power calling within. I glide past windows, reflections and tears, yet every shadow bends when I'm near. A certain presence, felt but unseen, a moving force, precise and true. This is the gentleman's path, quiet and sure, through smoky nights I walk secure. No one sees me, it all is known. I move in silence, and yet I've gone. And that stretches long, with ease. A man in control, moving as he please. Footsteps on pavement, soft as a sigh. The city watches, but it doesn't know why. I pass the neon glow, the late night haze. Every glance I steal, every quiet phrase. A man in motion, unseen, unclaimed. Actions deliberate, never named. I take what I need, leave nothing behind. A careful life, a careful mind. I move in silence, I strike without sound. The streets are my kingdom, no one around. I feel every heartbeat, I see every light. I live in the shadows, letting the world pass by. The guitar hums low, like the pulse in my chest. Warm bass and drums guide me west. I'm a man who knows the weight of a choice. I speak with my eyes, I silence my voice. Every night I canvas, every step alive. I trace the city, the dark, the divine. No applause, no fame, no shallow praise, just the rhythm of night, the quiet ways. I move in silence, I strike without sound. The streets are my kingdom, no one around. I feel every heartbeat, I see every light. I live in the shadows, letting the world pass by. I don't rush into conclusions, I let the night explain. I've seen fast men lose direction, chasing temporary gain. My shoes know every corner, my hands know when to wait. I don't fight my inner hunger, I negotiate. No panic in my breathing, no fear in my tone. I learned the art of leaving without feeling alone. I make slow decisions with a steady mind, no revision. Once the line is drawn in time, I don't look back for approval, I don't ask for consent. Every move is surgical, every second well spent. Street clocks lie about the hour, time bends when you're calm. I felt weakness turn to power when I stopped sounding the alarm. I don't drink to forget, I sip to remember. Every loss I've ever met made my silence colder. I make slow decisions, no applause, no sign, no collision with what's already mine. my stand. I'll just walk the path I measure and let life day. Yeah. Haste is a language I don't speak. Desperation ain't my style. I've learned patience from the weak and restraint from denial. Still waters, heavy soul, every step reinforced. I don't lose control, I become the force. Morning tries to catch my back, but I'm already gone. Another choice, perfectly intact. Before the dawn, I make slow decisions. That's how I survive. No permission, just a quiet drive. Yeah. If regret comes knocking, it won't recognize my face. I was already walking at my own pace. Slow steps, no regret. Yeah. Slow step, no regrets. Candlelight flickers across polished surfaces. The jazz bar hums, low and inviting. Guitar bends warm, bass flows steady. Drums brush softly, carrying the night. Segment 2, reflection. I sit absorbing life quietly. Choices, decisions, internal battles unspoken. Every breath intentional, every gesture deliberate. I move through shadows, fully aware, fully composed. Segment 3, observation. Faces pass, laughter rises and fades. I notice subtleties unseen by all the night stretches. A companion to thought, I remain fully present, yet entirely discreet. Segment 4, inner deliberation. Struggles handled with quiet intensity. Life navigated with discretion and purpose. Candlelight mirrors the calm within. Every movement aligned with internal precision. Segment 5, departure. The hour ends, I rise, coat draped, footsteps off. Outside, streets empty, world unaware.
A gentleman moving in silence, deliberate and tense, leaving only echoes of quiet mastery behind.
Watch reflections in the polished wood of the bar. Guitar bends low, bass flows like a gentle tide. Drums brush lightly, almost hesitant. Everything slows, deliberates, driving tender. I think of the choices, small and large, decisions that shape me, unseen by anyone. Every thought carries weight, yet no one sees. I sit contained, letting life unfold silently. Flickers, casting shadows like whispers. I feel the warmth of quiet intensity. The night stretches, patient and forgiving. I trace its contours in my thoughts. I rise cold overarm, the world still unaware. No movement wasted, no gesture unmeasured. I carry discretion like armor, refinement like a shield. A gentleman navigating life in the quietest way. Every night is a lesson, every step a choice. I move in the quiet, guided by my voice. Though the city hums with noise and light, I navigate softly, embracing the night. Eyes watch, but never truly see the depths of calm
the complexity. I make my moves, deliberate control, a story of strength, quietly told. Silent decisions the world doesn't know. I shape my life where the shadows grow. No need for words, my path is clear. I walk in silence without fear. The soulful guitar cuts through the night, warm bass like a heartbeat, steady and right. Drums whisper like rain on the street. I move, I breathe in perfect beat. Life unfolds loud and fast, but I linger, observe, make moments last. A man in control, yet unseen, a lone figure, calm and keen. Silent decisions the world doesn't know. I shape my life where the shadows grow. No need for words, my path is clear. I walk in silence without fear. The city sleeps, I remain awake. A man in the night, leaving no mistake.
The city fears to tread. Footsteps quiet, every word unsaid. The night hums low, thick with sound. I glide like a ghost, nowhere bound. I watch the lives that flash and fade. I make my moves in the quiet shade. The world is loud, but I am still a man with purpose, iron will. The silent gentleman, walking alone through empty streets. I make my own, no eyes to follow, no voice to hear. I move through darkness, calm and clear. Guitar wails softly, bass holds me near. Drums tick gently, I feel them clear. Every choice deliberate, every step true. A life in shadow, yet full view. No one notices the power I hold, the quiet strength, calm and bold. I am the man who walks the night, a shadow moving out of sight. The silent gentleman,
disappear. A quiet force, no one near. They won't hear me leave this place. No door slam, no goodbye. Just a space where I once stayed, and the echo asking why. I don't settle old debates, I don't write my name in stone. I just close unfinished gates and walk home alone. I don't carry explanations, they weigh more than truth. Some men need validation, I just need proof. He left only shadows on a midnight walk, no trail to follow, no phone call. He didn't burn bridges, he didn't stay, he just adjusted and walked away. Rain erased my footprints clean, like I was never there. Every loss sharpened me, every silence prepared. I don't linger in the past, I don't threaten the future. I learned how to move fast without losing structure. He left only shadows, nothing to explain, no tears to swallow, no visible pain. He didn't shout his name, he didn't fall apart. He just played the game with a guarded heart. Some men fade by accident, some disappear by choice. I learned how to be present without making noise. I don't need revenge, I don't need reward, I just quietly am what no longer belongs. Morning finds an empty street, like it always does. Another night in mystery, because I was. He left only shadows, no witness, no scar, just a calm tomorrow. Wherever you are, if you search the dark, you won't find his face. Just a quiet mark in an empty place. Only shadows. And shadows. And silos. And silos. The city hums a distant song, I walk where the forgotten belong. Street lamps glow like memories lost. Every shadow tells a story, every corner the cost. I move through life like a whispered prayer. No one notices, no one cares. I feel the weight of silent storms. I navigate life in unconventional forms. Echoes of the night follow me close. A quiet existence, the world I chose. I act in silence, I speak in deeds. I am the shadow that no one heeds. The bass is low, the guitar is warm. Subtle drums guide me through the storm. Every step intentional, measured, precise. I roll the dice quietly, no need for advice. I leave footprints in unseen sand. I'm a gentleman, not a man in demand. I move with grace, I move with might. A quiet soul in the endless night. Echoes of the night follow me close. A quiet existence, the world I chose. I act in silence, I speak in deeds. I am the shadow that no one heeds. The night holds me, the streets my kin. I move in silence and I always win.
Mm-hmm. 3 a.m. tells the truth. The daylight hides. No audience, no proof. Just you and your mind. I've chased applause before. It cost me sleep. Now I value something more. I value deep. I don't flex my scars, I don't advertise pain. Some men count their bars, I count what remains. Nothing to prove at 3 a.m. No one watching me breathe, I don't pretend. I just let myself be. No trophies, no crown, no need to be brave. I stay on my ground, quietly behave. Yeah, 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 yeah. city hums like it knows exactly who I am. I've been high, I've been low, now I just stand. I don't compete with ghosts, I don't chase my youth. I toast to the losses that taught me a truth. Nothing to prove at 3 a.m., no script to perform. I don't condemn, I just stay warm. If judgment knocks, I won't answer the call. I learned the cost of caring at all. Freedom isn't loud, it barely breathes. Strength isn't proud, it quietly leaves. I don't need validation from a world that lies. I make peace with isolation and learn to rise. Streets empty like my phone, that's how I like it now. I've learned how to be alone without asking how. Nothing to prove at 3 a.m., just me and the night. I don't pretend, I don't fight. When morning comes, I'll already know. I stay numb, still groove. 3 a.m., no witnesses.
I enter softly, the bar smells of smoke and polished wood. Lights dim, guitar hums as I take a seat. The warmth of amber whiskey riddled in my hand. Time slows, allowing contemplation to settle. Every internal storm handled quietly. No display, no orders, only measured action. Rush drums like rain tapping, days like a heartbeat under my deliberate calm. Perception, perception. Perception, candlelight reflects on my face, I'm glass. Faces drift cast, laughter rises and falls. I observe, measuring subtleties, reading life's currents without interruption. I navigate struggles in private, decisions carved with steady precision. The gentleman defined by discretion, moving through the night with quiet intensity.
trace left, no sound made, only the weight of a silent presence remains. While you loud and broken bars, I listen from the side. Men get noisier when they're scared of what they hide inside. I kept my bags half full, I kept my temper low. I've learned how power moves without a show. I don't interrupt the moment, I let it reveal. Truth comes out when you don't own it, when you let it feel. He never raised his voice, never slammed the door. He made a choice, then he made one more. No depths unwanted, no emotion to quiet. He left it for the morning, like a disciplined boy. Something confused noise with stuff. I made that mistake. Now I measure depth and length of every step I take. I don't argue with fools, I don't educate ways, I just quietly move off the stage. He never raised his voice, never needed to. He saw the choice, then he followed through. No speeches, no scene, no need to explain. He stayed unseen and still remained. Calm is intimidating if you understand. Silence is devastating when you command it. I don't shout to be heard, I don't push to be strong. I just wait for the word that tells me I'm gone. Street light blinks like it agrees. Sit enough to make some men shout to feel free. I walk away to keep my sight. He never raised his voice, but the room felt changed. He made his choice,
Silence spoke for him. Neon crying in the rain, like it knows the weight I hold. Every promise sounds the same when you've learned to walk alone. I don't answer when they stare, eyes low, hands in my coat. Life taught me to prepare before the coldest snow. I don't explain my reasons, they wouldn't understand. Some seasons stay unspoken, some truths stay in your hand. These streets don't need my words, they already know my face. I've been quiet, I've been hurt, I learned the value of my pace. I don't announce my leaving, I don't argue with the past. I move like I'm believing that silence always lasts. Men get loud when they feel small, I've been there, I chose the dark. I'd rather lean against the wall than leave another mark. I count my steps, I count my scars, I don't count who's to blame. I learned how to read the stars without ever saying my name. These streets don't need my words, they hum beneath my shoes. I've watched the brave and the absurd, I've watched the broken choose. I don't stay for conversation, I don't stay for the fight. I walk with quiet concentration through the spine of the night. Silence ain't weakness, it's discipline learned. Every scar I carry is a lesson earned. I don't fold under pressure, I just slowly align. Every move I measure, every step is mine. Streetlight flickers like a breath, I pass under, then I'm free. Another man outruns his death, I just let it walk with me. These streets don't need my words, they know the sound of calm. I don't sing like other birds, I stay low, stay warm. If you ask where I've been, I'll just nod and pass. Some men leave noise behind, I leave empty glass. No words, just footsteps fading. No words, just footsteps fading. No words, just footsteps fading.
I sit alone where the light is dim. Candle flames flicker across the polished wood. The bartender hums a soft, familiar tune. Rush drums mark time, as if the night itself listened. My glass catches the reflection of my hands. Every line and wrinkle tells the stories I don't speak. The guitar hums warm, analog, resonant. Each note echoing the choices I made quietly. Patrons laugh in the distance, unaware of the stillness here. I watch, measure, absorb life's victories and losses, all carried without display. I move deliberately, a gentleman hidden in plain sight. Smoke curls, forming shadows that mirror my thoughts. Every breath a decision, every sip a reflection. I leave no footprints in the night, yet my presence lingers, subtle, intense, composed. When the hour wanes and the bar empties, I rise softly, coat draped over my arm. Outside the city sleeps, unaware of the quiet storm I carry. I disappear into the darkness, measured, unannounced. I walk the streets where the city exhales, neon reflections tracing my trails. The night is heavy, thick with thought. Every step deliberate, every lesson taught. Windows glow with stories I can't tell. Faces drift past like a passing bell. I move unnoticed, a shadow in grace. A man who treads softly, leaving no trace. Silent horizon, I chase the night. No need for noise, I follow the light.
silence through space and time. Warm bass hums like a heartbeat low. Electric strings weep with a subtle glow. Drums whisper like rain on a stone. I take the night as my very own. Every corner holds secrets, quiet and deep. I walk alone, yet the city keeps its pulse, its rhythm, but I remain a moving enigma in the midnight rain. Silent horizon, I chase the night. No need for noise, I follow the light. Every move measured, every breath mine. I move in silence through space and time. The dawn arrives, the shadows fade. A man in the night, a path he made.
The night is deep, the city wide. I walk where secrets like to hide. Every step deliberate, slow, refined. A shadow moving, leaving nothing behind. Windows shimmer, streets lie bare. I breathe in the midnight, the smoky air. Every heartbeat, a note in my song, a quiet rhythm that carries me along. Echoes in the dark, calling my name. I move in silence, free of the game. No one notices, no one knows the quiet strength in which I grow. Warm guitar hums, bass holds me near. Drums whisper secrets only I hear. I watch, I wait, I act with care. A lone gentleman unaware. Life is loud, but I am calm.
I never gay nights with quiet charm. No one to follow, no one to see. I am the man I choose to be.
Echoes in the dark, calling my name. I move in silence, free of the game. No one notices, no one knows the quiet strength in which I grow. Then the night dissolves, but I remain. A shadow walking through the midnight rain.
The night falls in, thick and calm. I sit in shadow, a subtle charm. Every decision weighed, every move precise. A life of discretion, soft as ice.
Guitar sighs, bass hums beneath. Drums brush gently, slow as grief. I carry my burdens quietly unseen. A life deliberate, thoughtful, serene. A gentleman's way, silent and true. Through candlelight and midnight blue, no one notices the path I take, the quiet choices I carefully make. I watch the city breathe and fade, every laugh and cry softly laid. I make my moves, but none can see the depth of the man I choose to be. Life storms I face with calm intent. No need for audience, no monument. I sit, I reflect, I rise, I go. A quiet man the world may never know. A gentleman's way, silent and true. Through candlelight and midnight blue, no one notices the path I take, the quiet choices carefully make. Drifts on, the bar grows still. I walk away, guided by will. I walked this block 1,000 times, waiting for the click. Not a lot, not of signs, just when it feels right and thick. The night watched me hesitate, the night watched me learn. Now it sees I'm calibrated and no longer concerned. I don't rush the door, don't force the lock. I wait for the floor to stop shaking its talk. The night knows I'm ready. Felt the change in my step. My hands are steady, my mind is kept. No nerves, no doubt, no fire inside, just a quiet route I already tried. Every loss rehearsed this moment, every scar line. I don't need encouragement, I don't need a sign. I've learned how patience sharpens what panic destroys. I don't chase what happens, I choose. The night knows I'm ready, no witnesses required. My breath is heavy, but never tired. I don't announce my plan, I don't want fate, I just do what a man does when it's late. Readiness is silent, confidence doesn't speak. I've learned how to be violent without being weak. I don't shake, I don't stall, I don't second guess. I've already lost it all, now I move with less. Streetlight nods as I pass like an old friend would. The future isn't asking fast, it knows I understood. The night knows I'm ready, it's why it stays calm. My heart is steady, like a loaded palm. If dawn finds an empty street, it'll know why I'm gone. I move discreet before the sun. The night watched and agreed. walk those streets where the night holds tight. Every corner whispers in soft twilight. The city sleeps, but I remain awake. Each stack a story, each breakfast day. Windows flicker with lives I don't touch. I glide unseen, it doesn't take much. Every glance, every movement precise. I navigate life without paying the price. Walk in shadows, leave no trace. Through smoky night, I find my place. No eyes follow, no voices hear. I'm moving silent, calm and clear. Bass hum steady, guitar cracks warm, drums whisper softly through midnight storm. Every decision, every choice measured, the quiet life patiently treasured. I am the calm when the city roars, man unseen behind closed doors. No applause, no frame on midnight. I move in purpose out of sight. Walk in shadow, I leave no trace. Through smoky night, I find my place. No eyes follow, no voices hear. I move in silence, calm and clear. Proud men's unsung.
I sit alone where the shadows fall. Candlelight dances on a darkened wall. A glass in hand, thoughts run deep. Secrets I hold, promises I keep. The night is still, the bar hums low. I watch the world in its quiet flow. Every choice weighed, every word unsaid. I move with purpose, quietly led. Candlelight reflections, flickering slow. I am the man no one truly knows. Through silent struggles, through the night, I navigate life without a fight. Guitar hums warm, the bass holds steady. Drums brush soft, the rhythm ready. I breathe in calm, exhale restrained. A life deliberate, never faint. The world is loud, but I remain, observing quietly through joy and pain. No need for show, no need for fame. I sit in shadows untouched by claim. Candlelight reflections, flickering slow. I am the man no one truly knows. Through silent struggles, through the night, I navigate life without a fight. Candle burns low, the night drifts on, a gentleman's journey quietly drawn. I stand still when things collapse, watch the truth reveal. Panic leaves fingerprints, stillness lets you heal. I've seen chaos sell its soul for attention and relief. I chose another road, I chose disbelief. I don't justify my calm, I don't dramatize pain. I learned how to stay warm inside the rain. Stillness is my alibi. I don't run, I don't hide. When questions multiply, I let silence decide. No trembling confession, no nervous disguise. I stay in my position and let the lies die. Neon lights accuse the rain,
cars whisper by. I've watched men go insane, trying to deny. I don't defend my actions, I don't rewrite my past. I accept the reaction and let it pass. Stillness is my alibi. No witness, no sound. I don't testify, I just stand my ground. No need to convince, no need to persuade. I don't offer a defense, I let time fade. Fear sweats, calm breathes, that's how you tell. Truth doesn't plead, it doesn't sell. I don't flinch under fire, I don't bend to demand. I just quietly retire with clean hands. Another hour dissolves, I remain unchanged. Some men evolve by revolt, I evolve by restraint. Stillness is my alibi, that's how I walk free. I don't clarify, I just let them see. If guilt comes searching, it won't recognize me. I was never moving for them to see. Still and untouchable. Footsteps soft against the cold pavement. Every night carries a quiet statement. I watch, I wait, I never speak. A silent figure in the city's mystique. Street lights flicker, casting smoky halos. Life rushes past like a fleeting shadow. I move with purpose, never in haste. Every choice considered, nothing to waste. Shadows whisper low, secrets in my stride. I move unseen, with nothing to hide. No eyes follow, no one to see the quiet rhythm that lives in me. Guitar hums warm, bass holds me steady. Drums like a pulse, calm and ready. I navigate life with hands in control. A man of silence, a measured soul. Every street a canvas, every corner a frame. I leave no mark, yet I play the game. The night is mine, the city my stage. A quiet dancer, unseen sage. Shadows whisper low, secrets in my stride. I move unseen, with nothing to hide. No eyes follow, no one to see the quiet rhythm that lives in me. I fade into the night
gentleman's journey, quiet grace.
The jazz bar hums low, candlelight flickers, guitar stretches notes warm, bass flows steady, drums brush soft, marking time in the shadows. I sit, glass in hand, fully present, fully still. Segment 2. Reflection. Every choice considered, every struggle silent, life navigated without display or notice. I measure each thought, each breath, each glance, a gentleman moving in quiet intensity. Segment 3. Observation. Patrons laugh, conversations rise and fall. I notice subtleties, the hidden movements of the night. No one sees the depth within, yet every motion carries weight and intention. Segment 4. Self-awareness. Candlelight mirrors calm determination. Every flicker aligns with deliberate thought. I navigate the evening, fully composed, internal storms handled with quiet mastery. Segment 5. Departure. The night wanes, I rise, coat over arm, step outside where streets lie silent. A man moves in discreet intensity, leaving only traces of deliberate calm behind. Calm behind. I walk the streets where the night breeze low
Every light a whisper, every shadow I know. The city sleeps but I'm awake, unseen. Silent steps echo where no one has been. Smoke curls through the alleyways I pass, a fleeting ghost, like the memories that last. I watch the world from corners, quiet and still. Decisions made with iron, tempered will. I leave no trace, only whispers in the dark. A moving silhouette, a lone man with a spark. I breathe in silence, I speak in eyes. I move through the night when no one hears my cries. Street lights flicker like the thoughts in my mind. Every heartbeat measured, every step refined. I've learned the art of patience, the power of restraint. In a world of noise, my quiet is my pain. And when a dawn breaks, I vanish like smoke. No one sees the man, only the words he spoke. I am the calm, the storm you can't foresee. A shadow walking alive and free. I leave no trace, only whispers in the dark. A moving silhouette, a lone man with a spark. I breathe in silence, I speak in eyes. I move through the night where no one hears my cries. I am the shadow, the silence, the night. I move in purpose, out of sight. Amber light spills across the polished bar. Guitar hums, bass hums, drums whisper low. I sit alone, a quiet observer of life, handling my thoughts with careful precision. Patrons chatter, laughter rises and fades. I watch without notice, every glance considered. Life's trials remain behind calm eyes, every decision weighed, every emotion contained. Smoke curls toward the ceiling, slow and deliberate. Notes float through the room like soft reminders. I sip my drink, letting the warmth think of me. Every heartbeat is steady, control rhythm. The night is mine yet fleeting, every shadow bending around my stillness. No gesture wasted,
no word unnecessary. A gentleman navigating life without display. As the bar empties, I rise, disappearing quietly. Coat over my arm, footsteps soft against the floor. My presence lingers like a subtle echo. A man moving in calm, intense silence.
The city sleeps, but I remain, walking slow through midnight rain. Streetlights flicker, casting soft glow. I move with purpose, deliberate flow. Every shadow bends where I tread. Every glance unnoticed, nothing said. I watch the world, its noise, its flame. I take my time, no need for fame. Night's gentle flow guides my way through smoky streets where shadows play. No eyes to follow, no voice to hear. I move in silence, calm and clear. Guitar sings low, bass holds me near. Drums whisper secrets only I hear. Every choice intentional, every step mine. I move like the night, deliberate fine. The world may roar, the city may spin, but I am still letting life sink in. A man in control, unseen and free, walking alone through midnight sea. Night's gentle flow guides my way through smoky streets where shadows play. No eyes to follow, no voice to hear. I move in silence, calm and clear. Shadows fade, I vanish quietly, the night obeys. streets are empty, yet full of sound. Echoes of lives that rush around. I take each step with quiet intent, a man of action, but heaven sent. Windows glow with lives I don't know. I'm moving shadows completely alone. Every glance measured, every breath mine. I navigate night with a design. Long steps, a path unknown. I move in silence, I move alone. The city sleeps, but I remain, a shadow walking in the midnight rain. Guitar cries softly, bass runs low. Drums are subtle, steady, slow. Every moment calculated, every choice precise. I live my life without rolling dice. Through alleys dark, past neon light, I call my way in the cloak of night. No one to follow, no one to see the life I lead in secrecy. Lone steps, a path unknown. I move in silence, I move alone. The city sleeps, but I remain, a shadow walking in the midnight rain. When morning breaks, I disappear, a man in motion, no one near. The bar hums softly, lights dim and golden. I cradle my glass, watching ripples like distant memories. Guitar bends low, bass hums steady beneath it. Drums brush like rain, tapping on a silent window. I think of the life I navigate quietly. Every victory understated, every struggle contained. The conversations float by, I nod politely, yet no one senses the deliberation behind my eyes. The stranger laughs, the sound light but fleeting. I trace the movement of shadows along the wall. I remember yesterday, the choices I made. All wait, all silent, all unseen. I tilt my glass, feeling the warmth linger. The candle flickers in reflection, a private stage. I am here yet not, a presence felt not seen. A gentleman holding the night in his hands. As the hour wanes, as I rise slowly, the chair slides without protest, leaving no mark outside. The world moves unaware. Inside I carry calm, intensity, discretion. Streetlights shimmer on wet asphalt. I glide through the night without a fall. Every shadow bends as I pass. A gentleman hidden, leaving no glass. Watch lives flicker like a dying flame. I remain unchanged, untouched by fame. The quiet hum of the city, my song. The slow pulse, deliberate, strong. Shadows and steps, I move unseen through smoky nights, calm and serene. No eyes on me, no one to know. I take the long road, soft and slow. The guitar sighs, the bass replies. Drums tick softly like midnight skies. I make my mark in silence profound, a life observed where no one is found. Every decision carved in quiet might, every step guided by inner light.
I am the man who moves with grace, a phantom walking, leaving no trace. Shadows and steps, I move unseen through smoky nights, calm and serene. No eyes on me, no one to know. I take the long road, soft and slow. The dawn creeps in, the city awakes, but I have vanished, leaving no stakes. Every step a story, every breath a vow. I walk where the city doesn't know how. The lights are dim, the air is thick. I move like a thought, subtle and slick. I see the noise, I see the lies. I'm moving quiet, I analyze. Nothing escapes the man in the shade. Every choice deliberate, every move made. Silent steps, a life unseen. I roam the night, calm, serene. No applause, no eyes to meet, just the rhythm of my own heartbeat. Electric strings hum my mood, bass and drums in a quiet interlude. I walk alone, but I am free, a man of purpose, silently. Through empty streets, through midnight rain, I carry my past, I carry my pain, but I move forward, steady aware, a gentleman living in the cool night air. Silent steps, a life unseen. I roam the night, calm, serene. No applause, no eyes to meet, just the rhythm of my own heartbeat. Shadows fade, dawn will rise, but I will move unseen wide. Shadows fade, dawn will rise, but I will move unseen wide. Unseen. Unseen.
take my seat where the shadows fall. The room is quiet, I hear it all. Every laugh, every whispered word. Life's small drama softly heard. Bass hums low, guitar breathes warm. Drums like rain, soft, calm and warm. I reflect on battles no one sees, fighting storms quietly at ease. Shadows at the table, I sit apart. A gentleman guarding his silent heart. No eyes follow, no one knows the careful life I chose. Each sip measured, each thought refined. I navigate life with a steady mind. The world rushes loud, I move slow, handling struggles that none can know. Disappear, a quiet force, calm and clear. No applause needed, no voice to claim. I live my life without the fame. Shadows at the table, I sit apart. A gentleman guarding his silent heart. No eyes follow, no one knows the careful life I chose. Candle burns low, I rise and go. A quiet presence, soft and slow. Night falls around the jazz, dim and warm. Candlelight catching the edges of my thoughts. Guitar breeze, bass hum steady, drums brush soft. Every note a companion to
to my quiet reflection. I hold my drink, contemplate choices and losses. Every struggle handled without display. The world rushes unaware of the calm intensity here. I move with subtle purpose, every motion deliberate. Faces pass, the story's fleeting. I absorb them as I navigate side of me. The music and shadows carry me deeper, but gentle and fully present, yet unseen. I rise only when the last candle fades. Step lightly in the streets that sleep oblivious. No trace left behind, no announcement made, only the soft imprint of quiet resolve. The night retreats, but I remain the man moving in silence, deliberate, discreet intent. The strings are mine when the world's asleep. I move like a secret, and I will keep. Footsteps soft on the asphalt, a quiet rhythm carries me away. I was the last, the brazen bone. I take my turn, I never end. The night speaks low, I listen close. Every decision I carefully chose. Midnight confession, whisper
Drums like whispers, the night to keep. I carry my purpose like a channel flame. A man of silence, unknown by name. No eyes to me, just the quiet streets beneath my feet. I am a call, the storm, the man, moving in signs according to plan. Midnight confession, whispered in the dark. I'm overseas, leaving no mark. The city home, but I am still the shadow walking without will. The night retreats, I fade away. Long journey till the day. The streets are empty, the night is slow. Every lamp flickers with a golden glow. I move with purpose, no need for sound. A silent story in the city I found. Footsteps echo soft against the cold. I carry secrets, memories untold. Every glance I steal, every shadow I pass, I leave no trace, no footprints in the glass. I move quietly, unseen by the world. A lone man walking, my flag unfurled. No one notices, no one to tell. I walk in silence, I know this well. Bass hums low, drums barely awake. Guitar sings softly like a heart about to break. I watch the lives that roar and fade, and take my time with every choice I've made. The night is mine, a canvas so wide. I painted shadows, nowhere to hide. No applause, no faces, just the hum of the street. I am the rhythm, the heartbeat discreet. I move quietly, unseen by the world. A lone man walking, my flag unfurled. No one notices, no one to tell. I walk in silence. I know this will. Steps fade into dawn's first light. A man in the shadow, disappearing from sight. The clock ticks slow, the streets are bare. I walk alone with time to spare. Every lamplight flickers in my eyes. I move through darkness where silence lies. People rush past, chasing their dreams. I move at my own quiet streams. Every choice deliberate, every step my own. I build my kingdom from shadows alone. The long night walk, my secret place through smoky streets. I leave no trace, no one to follow, no one to see. The life I lead in quiet liberty. Guitar hums soft, bass flows low. Drums whisper stories only I know. I breathe in the night, exhale restrained. A silent man, deliberate and quaint. Every alley, every street a guide. I move like a ghost with nothing to hide. No need for eyes, no need for praise. I walk my path through midnight haze. the long night walk, my secret place through smoky streets. I leave no trace, no one to follow, no one to see. The life I lead in quiet liberty. Secret place through smoky streets. I leave no trace, no one to follow, no one to see. The life I lead in quiet liberty. Dawn breaks slowly, but I remain a lone shadow, free of change. The candle dances, flickering across my glass. Reflections bending in the amber hue. Guitar hums warm, bass lays soft beneath. The drums brush gently like whispered secrets. I trace the night with my thoughts deliberate. Every choice measured, every move refined. Patrons laugh, unaware of the weight I carry. The quiet strength of a man who moves unseen. Smoke curls in slow, lazy spirals. I feel each note, each breath, each hesitation. Life's struggles are hidden behind calm eyes. Every internal storm handled without display. The world outside roars, but I remain contained. A gentleman navigating darkness with purpose. Every glance, every gesture is intentional. Yet my presence is felt without a sound. When the bar empties, I rise slowly, coat in hand, disappearing into night streets. No trace, no fanfare, only the subtle echo of a man moving quietly, fully aware. Fully aware.
I walk the empty streets. The city of sleep. Every corner holds secrets I keep. The air is thick. The lights unknown. I move like a shadow, steady and slow. Indoors glow with lives I don't touch. I pass unnoticed. It doesn't take much. Every glance I steal, every whisper sound I leave, no trace on my silent ground. Been a night, my silent guide. I move through darkness, nowhere to hide. No one sees, no one knows. I walk in silence where mystery flows. The bass hums steady, the guitar cries, drums whisper like midnight sky. I'm measure each step, I weigh each breath. The quiet life between life and death. I am the call on the city roads. A man unseen, the hand crows ghost. The night is mine, the streets my stage. A quiet presence, a subtle sage. Well, of night, my silent guide. I move through darkness, nowhere to hide. No one sees, no one knows. I love in silence where mystery flows. The dawn may come, the shadow will fade, but I remain a man unafraid.
of the bar, candlelight painting my thoughts. Every string of the guitar hums a story I cannot tell. The air smells faintly of smoke and varnish. Time slows, the night breathing with me. I reflect on the day, the choice is hidden. Moments where patience was my companion. Silence my alley, every glance I offered, every word I withheld. Measured, considered, deliberate. The bartender hums a tune, a soft brush on drums. It aligns with the rhythm of my pulse. I sense the shadows leaning in, observing. Yet I am unshaken, grounded, calm. I let the night carry me through its quiet corridors. No display, no need for recognition. A gentleman navigating internal storms with a presence that whispers without a sound. The music fades, the candle dies down. I rise, coat in hand, leaving softly. The bar keeps its secrets, and our mine both disappear into the night together.